Welcome, everybody, to the new landscape of WrestleStop. WrestleStop 2.0. It's a new era of WrestleStop.
New landscape,
new era. Roll the intro and let's get started. Welcome back, everybody. It's been months in the making. Still got a few things we're working out. We're not perfect yet. We're still kind of tweaking a few things, the things behind us, TVs, things like that. Jeff, I've got to make him taller. He's a little boy.
Wish I was a little bit taller.
Don't notice so much when we're sitting, I guess. I wish I could play that song. I wonder if we can play it without getting monetized. But anyway, so just want to take maybe a couple minutes right off the top here, just to kind of explain some of the changes that are happening around here. One, as you can see, we have a new set. Me and Jeff are no longer sitting on each other's laps.
Nope.
We have new TVs. All this stuff is interactive. You'll see these throughout the videos. We have the TVs down below us that are interactive as well that we have plans for. We're also on multi-cameras now. Jeff and I each have our own glamour cam. And then we have, obviously the dual one. Just different things. So kind of what our plan is currently is this video. This is our main once a week, every Wednesday will be this. It's kind of like quick recaps, news, anything else we want to talk about that has to do with wrestling.
In the wrestling world.
Yeah, all the tidbits.
All
the tidbits that are going on in the wrestling world from over the week. And then Jeff's going to continue doing his shorts. He does his Raw, SmackDown, PLE, tied in with our fantasy league we have going on. I continue to do
kicking
those.
my butt.
I don't. We're pretty close.
No, you're up by 150 points or so.
Wow. I'm 150 points better.
Yeah.
Jeff's going to continue to do those. He's going to continue to do his monthly themed ones. Like right now is the Love in Wrestling. That's what it's called. Right?
Yep. Well, top 10 wrestling couples of all time. Our favorites.
So we're going to continue to do those. He has a new one lined up for March. And then April, May. Every month will have its own. I don't even know what they are yet. Jeff won't tell me, just like I wouldn't tell him about
Top
WrestleStop
secret, Joe.
2.0.
Top secrets. Every relationship's got to have its secrets, bud.
Yep. And then we're going to start adding 2 new videos every week. Just quick recaps of, there'll be one for Raw, there'll be one for SmackDown, there'll be one for PLE when those happen. So maybe 3 a week. I kind of didn't think about PLEs, but maybe 3 a week. Those will be more in-depth analysis of the matches, and then I'm going to grade the matches at the end and talk about things I liked and didn't like about each match. Those won't be camera related, just going to be still images, and you're just going to hear my lovely voice over the microphone. Maybe even Jeff will do some of those. We'll see.
I'm working on my my speaking voice.
Yes.
Trying to eliminate the stutter.
Oh, yeah. I got to stop doing this, right?
You won't be on camera, so you can touch your face all you want.
That's true. Yeah, I can do that. And then the other thing, I am bringing card unboxings back. I'm going to keep them more to wrestling related instead of the football ones that I was trying to do before. I got some back here that be looking for those. Those will be random though. I don't have set times when we're going to do those. That's going to be its own thing whenever I get around to doing those. But these videos you can expect every Wednesday. The other ones will be on Mondays and then Fridays and then possibly Saturdays. And then Jeff shorts are every other day, I think you're doing them.
They've been 3 times a week for the monthly themes.
Right.
And then the morning after each event, I'll post the fantasy results.
Yep. So there you go. So that's our current
We're also
roadmap.
looking into playing a few games, maybe 20 questions, name that wrestler, some different gimmicks I've seen online. We're going to start incorporating with a wrestling theme just to kind of keep on some YouTube, maybe some more fun TikTok type shorts. Say that 5 times fast.
Give me a headache just hearing you say. So we have that kind of stuff coming up, some games, plus our streaming. I forgot to add that. We're still going to try to stream once a week. Some wrestling games. I already bought the new one. 2K26 doesn't come out till March, so I think I get early access on that.
I think we get a week early for a pre-order.
It's like March 9th or something like that, so we'll do that. We have some other stuff. If you guys like the old classic point-and-click Sierra adventures, we might do a little series on those, because that's what we grew up on. So kind of playing through those again. Yep. So just good fun. So that's what we have looking forward to. That is our roadmap. Other than that, the format of what we're going to do here has changed. No longer other than what I just did, and I'm only going to do it that one time. We're not going to do it again. Everything's going to be locked into our topics of 3 minutes each. We're going to try not to go over 3 minutes each. That way it keeps the videos shorter, not 70 minutes long or however long. We were getting up there in a few of them. We started doing better, and then we got worse again.
We like to hear ourselves talk.
Yeah. So we're going to keep our topics, which you'll see up on the screen here in just a few minutes. Yeah. And then it's going to be more better content.
More better.
So anyway, again, 3 minute timer. I'm going to, for now, start it here, but you guys will see it on the screen. And you ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it started. New landscape
in it. Alrighty. First new
I didn't start it yet. Okay, now go.
First new topic of the day. The young call-ups. They're looking good. We've got Trick Williams, Obafemi, Javon Evans on the men's side, and Jordan Grace on the women's side. What are your thoughts to date?
I think Trick Williams is obviously doing good. Obafemi's just been demolishing people. I know one of our topics coming up is probably his next feud, which I think is good, who he's feuding with, even though we don't like the person all that much. Javon Evans is killing it. I mean, somehow he's already made it to the Elimination Chamber, which was a big shock for me from Raw.
Yeah, we talked last week about how the matches are kind of predictable. And going into this match, I would have easily predicted it was going to be Gunther, maybe Dom pulling off something shady. He tried to pull the hammer, again. And but yeah, Javon Evans, I never would have picked. I thought he was there to take the pin.
Yeah, and he ended up winning it. So it makes me kind of nervous for Javon Evans going into the Elimination Chamber because he likes to do all the jumping stuff and flying off stuff. The boy is going to get hurt.
He's there to be bouncy.
I don't know how bouncy he's going to be off steel.
He's going to be bouncing off those cages.
So I don't know. I do like Javon Evans, though. I think he's a great wrestler. He's entertaining. So I look forward to that. Do I think he's going to win it? Oh, you have to wait for our prediction video. I can't tell you. My big issue with the new ones that you just named is, we talked about this for a second, is Jordan Grace. I don't like that she's already lost like she did. She lost to Jade Cargill, for those who don't know. It was for a title. I get they didn't want to put a title on her just yet, but there's other ways to do that, and they've done it before. There's ways to do it where you can still protect both people. A run-in, which WWE loves to do.
Well, they did it with Obafemi and Cody back in December.
Yeah. There's ways to do it, and I don't think her taking a clean pin is the way to do it, because I think any momentum that she had is gone now.
Yeah. Well, I think I didn't like the fact that she had a title shot that quick.
Yeah.
And if you're going to give her a title shot that quick, at least Obafemi's was a non-title match against Cody Rhodes. So if it's a title match, she has to lose. I actually thought the match was decent. Jade Cargill looked better, maybe because she was against another powerhouse instead of a little speedster. She could, she could use her power a little bit more. But it wasn't like she got squashed. I thought it was a rather competitive match, and
I just wish it wasn't a clean pin. That's all. She should have lost. Maybe she shouldn't have won the title. I don't think it should have been a clean pin, because now that she lost against the champion, what's next for her?
Yeah.
Now she has to restart. I mean, it's kind of weird, unless they're going to drag this out and make it like a 20 match thing like they did with Drew and CM Punk or whatever. I mean, who knows? But I don't like that she lost. I think that hurt her momentum, my opinion. The other one is, you didn't mention him, I don't think. It was Royce Keys.
We'll save that for next time. We haven't seen him yet, so we can't talk about him.
Just where is he at? That's my point. Where's Royce Keys at? And
I think he lost the keys.
He lost his keys. He can't get there. I mean, I guess we'll talk about that one. But
alrighty.
All right, go ahead.
All right, moving on. Last night on Raw, Adam Pearce got a special delivery. A giant cargo box that said do not open until February 28th, 2026, which just happens to coincide with the Elimination Chamber. What's your thoughts?
Silly. I think it's silly.
I like it. I like this type of gimmicky stuff in wrestling.
And then he told him to take it to SmackDown.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to deal with it.
Yeah. I like gimmicky stuff, but there's too much of it right now. Especially in Raw, there's too much. There's the cargo box. There's who's calling Pierce. Who's the masked man? Who, there's too much of that right
There's
now.
multiple masked men.
Yeah, there's 100 masked men now, but it's just, there's too much of that right now. I think this one's probably the goofiest of all of them. It's a human-sized cargo box, so someone shipped themselves, if it's a person.
There's so many jokes to be made, Seven, what's in the box, the Alice in Chains, man in the box.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Is it going to pay off? I don't know. Is it Chris Jericho in there?
We had the Y2J countdown back in about 25, 26 years ago now. So,
it would have been funny if it said Elimination Chamber or not, but it had the date for Elimination Chamber and all that. And it said to WWE, and then it said like from AEW on it. And then it was like Chris Jericho or something like that. I think that would have been funny. Is it related to the Masked Man? Whoever that is, if it's Seth Rollins, whoever, I don't know who it's going to be, but it's just, there's too much of that going on right now.
Yeah. I think it's funny. But like on top of, like you said, the Masked Man, the who's calling who's Paul Heyman going over the head and calling. Yeah, who knows? But I hope they play it up. I hope they have laughs with it. I like the gook, as long as it doesn't end with the gobbledygook. Do you remember the gobbledygook?
I do. He came out of a big egg.
that was the worst. It was such a letdown.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty terrible. But I don't know. What's going to happen? I don't know. Guess we'll know in a week.
Maybe it's a crate full of paper, one long list.
It could be. That'd be funny. And then Chris Jericho comes out because it's his list. But yeah, so I don't know. Do you have anything else on the cargo box?
No, that's it. I just thought
kind
it was
of
funny.
another.
I'm looking forward to seeing where they go from here.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, look at that. We got back some time.
We'll move past the bell.
Yeah. So,
alrighty. Next up, I missed it last night, but you pointed out that Rusev in his short little silent appearance on Raw.
Yeah, I didn't say anything.
He was wearing a Rusev Day t-shirt under his button-up.
Yeah. You could kind of see like the colors and you see where it said like Rusev. If I was prepared, I would be able to throw it up on the screen, but I got to get a couple more.
We can do that
things
in post-op.
Yeah, I'll do it in post. So pretend it looks like it's on the screen. Yeah, right around in this area. But yeah, so I think when Rusev was in, I didn't really watch WWE so much back then when there was Rusev Day. Like I would catch it here and there, but not like I do now. He was really over. The crowd loved him.
Yeah, I've heard people excited he was coming back, and everything I've seen, I just don't get it. I've been completely bored by him.
Yeah. Yeah, because they try to make him like a big powerhouse guy and just slam through people, but no one really cares. We have enough of those. And the fact that they're making an Obafemi, Rusev kind of a feud, which I'm actually good with. I think instead of seeing him beat up people like Kit Wilson or luchador or something like that, it's good. Rusev's a big boy. Yeah. So it'd be good to see power versus power.
He did take out both of your War Raiders.
He did take them out. And he kind of threw them around too. And those are big boys. And I thought that was more entertaining, even though I didn't like it. I think that was more entertaining than when he just beat up Kit Wilson.
And speaking of Oba, I forgot to mention it earlier. Did you see though? He has said he doesn't want to be seen as a face or a heel. He kind of wants to see he just wants to be a character. He wants to be himself. He doesn't care to be a face or a heel. So
that's like what Stone Cold was and stuff like that. It was the crowd's going to cheer for him, but he'll still do heel things, which I think they might be doing that maybe with Stephanie Vicker. I don't. Yeah, based on a different topic we have coming up here. Let's see. Are we done with that?
Yeah, I think we're done there. Save that time. No bell today.
All right.
Next up, going around online, I got Kevin Nash on his podcast. Had some, compliments and criticism for Javon Evans. I think we're going to focus on the criticism a little bit more.
Yeah, well, he said he was good. He said he was super talented and he's fun to watch. But I think, his criticisms were a little what kind of caught everybody off guard,
insensitive,
right?
And,
yeah, it kind of strange. No one even knows. I mean, what does to Mr. Bojangles mean?
That he's playing. He's playing the comedy gimmick. So in old movies and everything like that, black people were cast either in comedy roles, comedic relief, or they were the magical Negro, or they were played in very stereotypical roles.
I gotcha. Okay. So he said he's too Mr. Bojangles and not urban enough. That's pretty rough. I don't know if he should have said that.
I mean,
He's his own man. He can say what he wants.
My understanding and looking back on, I've looked on some of Javon Evans' older matches just out of curiosity. I like him. This seems to be his character. It's not like he changed character when he came to the WWE.
Yeah, but
This
I think
seems to be how he's always been.
Yeah, and I don't think just because of who he is and the color of his skin, he should have to act a certain way or any of that. I think that's goofy, and I think that's what Kevin Nash was kind of alluding to. And I don't know. I think it was stupid. He shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, you got to be careful on what you say and how you say it. Maybe he didn't intend it to come across as racist, but that's how it's being perceived.
Yeah, I like to think he didn't.
Yeah.
He's a Trenton boy. He grew up down the street from us, Jeff.
Yeah. I think my dad went to school with him back in the day. But no, it'd be different if he came up and he had a more serious type character in, the juniors or, the whatever you're going to call them, minor leagues, TNA, NXT or anything. And then they came back and they said, you're going to be this new character and you're going to be the laughing clown. You're going to be who everybody laughs at.
Right.
It seems to be, though, this is just who he is. And he seems to really be comfortable in what he's doing and playing into his personality. And his whole moveset is based around being goofy and gimmicky. So I just don't see it as being forced on him. I see it's something he chose.
Yeah, I agree. And the crowd loves him.
Yeah.
So I think he is, of all the new people like we talked about earlier, he's probably the most over.
Yeah, definitely right now.
I
mean, Oba's over, but more for his aura than his in-ring performance.
Yeah,
exactly. Not that he hasn't been impressive in ring, but Javon Evans has put on some really good matches.
Yeah, I agree. So Kevin Nash, don't do that.
Yes. So next up, we had backstage last night on Raw, a pre-taped promo between, what was it? Liv Morgan sat down with Michael Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Cole was hoping to get her to announce who she was going to challenge at WrestleMania. She said, I earned this. I'm going to play it up. I'm not ready to pick it yet. I want everybody to afraid of me. And then Stephanie Vaquer came up, confronted her, and spoke for about 2 to 3 minutes in Spanish. Liv started to cry. You could see Dom translating into Liv's ear, but I couldn't pick up on what they were saying. You looked up a translation online?
No, I speak Spanish.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I
did not know that. You learn something new about your partner every day, keeping the relationship fresh.
So I knew, but to make it easier for you, I typed it out. And
okay.
So it's right there. Do you want to read it or do you want me to read it?
I can read it real quick. Did you say 10 years of hard work? You working hard? That's BS. You've sacrificed nothing. WWE gave you everything. The best training, the best medical, you were given everything. You want to talk about sacrifice? I was born in Chile, a country where wrestling doesn't exist. And now I've traveled all over the world, Japan, Mexico, Latin America, Europe, and I've conquered everything. You should be ashamed because you need to hide behind the Judgment Day. It's sad because you need to hide behind a man. But let me tell you something. I went through hell and made it mine. Everything I did was to get a W. Everything I did was to get to WWE and become champion. This title for me means more than just a title. It's for all the little girls, all the women who never got the opportunity to overcome anyway. Liv, if you pick me, you won't win because I'm going to show you what a real champion is.
Yep, that's what she said.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
you didn't
impressive.
pick that up?
I did not. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go back to my my Duolingo with the kids and start learning Spanish. So
it's crazy. Yeah. I knew right away. So yeah, I think it was a good promo. I don't think Liv was actually crying. Maybe she was. I don't know.
It was good acting either way. Yeah. It came across as believable.
Yeah. It was a good promo. My only issue with it is that it wasn't in English, so it's hard. I think that takes something away from it when you don't know what they're saying. Kind of like their interactions in the ring that they've been having. And I think it's funny having Dom in there trying to translate it back and forth.
Yes.
But I think that takes a little bit away only because you don't know what they said until you have to go look it up, right? Unless you speak Spanish like I do.
So, yeah, I think the WWE, they're really trying to play to an international audience with these international characters.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been hard for her to deliver that long of a promo in English. But it also plays to their Spanish crowd, which they're moving into with AAA and all that.
Yeah.
Asuka and Kairi Sane and them regularly speak on air in Japanese to each other. So I'm okay with it. I mean, maybe they could have had subtitles for us to understand, or maybe they wanted to drive you to their socials to figure out what she said.
Right. Yeah.
But this is, real quick, the bell went off, I know, but this is the second week in a row now. Last week, her and Dom got into a Spanish argument in the ring. So are they using this for a story effect?
Maybe they are. it's just for me anyway. It takes a little bit because I have to sit there and stare at it and be like, "What?
Yeah.
Why is she saying this in Spanish?" I know what she's saying, obviously, and I also speak Japanese, so I know what they're saying as well. But I don't know. For someone who doesn't speak it, I can see it being frustrating.
So, alrighty. Well, speaking of AAA and Spanish speaking individuals, last night the original OG El Grande Americano interfered in the newer El Grande Americano's number one contender match for the Intercontinental Championship. What really jumped out at me, though, is I don't understand the inconsistency with the outfits. So the original El Grande Americano, when he first came out, was in red, white, and blue for the Americano. That makes sense. And then when he appeared in Mexico in AAA, he was originally in his the red, white, and blue outfit. And then as he got more over in Mexico, he shifted to the green and the greenish outfit, matching the Mexican flag, which was okay. And then the last couple of weeks on Raw, the newer El Grande Americano has been in that Mexican outfit, and the OG El Grande Americano has still been in the red, white, and blue. Well, last night when he interfered, when he came out from under the ring, the OG El Grande Americano was wearing the red, white, and blue mask, but he was wearing this strange leotard outfit I imagined. It was like red and gold.
I'll have to go back and see.
And then the newer El Grande Americano who was wrestling in the match wasn't wearing his green Mexican outfit anymore. He was wearing the red, white, and blue outfit again. So just, I don't know. I'm just curious what's with why do they keep changing back and forth? It seems to me they're both masked individuals. They are built differently. One is tall and lean. The other one is shorter and built more. But you think they would stick more with their outfits to make, people just in the audience, especially people in the nosebleed seats, know who's who.
Right. Yeah. Unless they're going to do like a Killer Bees thing with them.
And they're going to team them up and they're going to start swapping.
And then they're going to be able to swap in and out. And the ref will just play stupid like he doesn't know.
That's what they should be doing with Rayo and Bravo. They've got them dressed separately too. But that's always a fun gimmick when you've got people switching and swapping. And,
I always thought the Killer Bees
wrestling hasn't
funny.
had that. God, I mean, I know the Killer Bees did it 40 years ago, but there's got to be somebody who's done it more recently. So we'll have to look it up on our history and bring that up on our next episode. So I know you're not big on the Americanos. Did you have any thoughts there?
No, I don't know why they would do that unless they're just trying to get ready for an unmasking of one of them. But I don't know what that would have to do with them wearing different stuff. I don't know, but
I'd give 10-1 odds right now. There's going to be a mask versus mask match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, probably. I actually thought they might even go as soon as Elimination Chamber, but I guess that card's full. So but cool. Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, moving on. We've been talking the last couple months that we were hoping that Finn would go solo, using this rivalry with CM Punk as a way to separate himself from the Judgment Day. Judgment Day did appear to be breaking up with Dom being hurt and JD McDonough being hurt and the women kind of going off on their own. And then last night, Finn Balor came down to the ring to his old music, his old entrance. And then as he started walking down to the ring to confront CM Punk, he turned around slowly and he called out, he waved to the back, and Dom Mysterio and JD McDonough came out. So he went down and he talked a bit with, CM Punk. And then, CM Punk turned their back, said, I know you guys are here to fight. So, I'm going to just turn my back and I dare you to attack me.
Right.
And JD McDonough Finn Balor stopped JD and Dom from attacking him and then told them later in the night that he wants to be alone. Well, why bring him down in the first place?
Yeah.
Unless they just want us to see it on air.
They probably just want to see the breakup, planting the seeds for the breakup. Hopefully this runs its course too with Elimination Chamber coming up, and that'll be the end of that. Actually, we have our prediction video coming up, but I'm kind of hoping Finn Balor wins that. I don't know if that's who I'm going to pick, but that's who I want to win.
That was going to be a follow-up question for me. I didn't put it on our agenda, but it was kind of a follow-up to this one. Is who would you rather see at WrestleMania? Roman Reigns versus CM Punk or Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor?
Well, see, the thing is, even if Finn Balor wins, he has very low odds of winning, but even if he wins, I don't think they pull that CM Punk Roman Reigns match. I think because that's still, people just want to see that match. The fact that it would be for the title would just be kind of like cool, but I don't think
would they make it a three-way. Would they let Finn Balor win, add him to the match, and it's a three-way like last year? Maybe. Roman Reigns was in a three-way.
Yeah, maybe.
I just
But
don't
I would
see
be all for seeing Finn Balor main event
Roman
night one
Reigns
or whatever.
Roman Reigns won the Royal
WrestleMania.
Rumble, so
Yes.
he gets a title shot at WrestleMania.
That's true.
So he can't, you know.
Yeah.
I guess they want Roman to wrestle CM Punk, but they can't do that at WrestleMania without the title unless they make it a 3-way somehow.
Right. Or they're, CM Punk's just going to win.
Yeah. Well, yes, yes, obviously.
But yeah, so I would like to see Finn Balor win, but not thinking that's going to be what happens.
All right, that's all I had on that. So our bell, we did pretty good staying within the bell. We didn't ramble as much. Any last minute things for our recap video this week?
No, not really. Again, we're still working through some bugs here and there. I've been fighting something over here this whole time. We're standing now, so it's going to be a little adjustment for us both to get used to standing. Now you can see our awful height difference. You have to figure that out. Just things we got to figure out. But I think for the most part, I feel like everything went pretty well. Hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully you guys continue to view our stuff, continue to like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. I don't like and subscribe, follow us on TikTok.
Yeah.
I'll put our socials up on the screen here. So they'll be floating around here. Also our shop is opening with this video. We have some t-shirts. We have these cool cups. I put a sweatshirt on there if you live somewhere cold. Some other stuff, and I'll be randomly adding things. But there'll be a QR code up here, or you can find the link in the description below. Yeah, about it.
Keep the feedback coming. We love constructive criticism. We had a follower comment a couple days ago that he likes our content, but he wished we'd stop using AI generated images. Mm-hmm. And I know that is something Joe is working on doing, creating thumbnails for our videos going forward. So we were working that before, but we take that comment very seriously and we let him know that we're working on it. So, but if you guys get any type of comeback on our content, our look, anything you want to share with us, positive or constructive criticism, let us know. We can't improve without knowing what we need to improve.
Yeah, but things are looking good. We're at 171 subs now. I think we're right at 100,000 views or real close to it. And that's great. So thank you guys for everything. We appreciate you. And we didn't talk about the wheel. Well, we'll talk about the wheel another time.
Top secret.
We have a wheel. And yeah, that's about it. So thanks everybody. Like, follow on TikTok. Subscribe to YouTube. Look for us on Twitch, Kick. All our socials will be somewhere. And thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you.